Today we're going to be answering the question, what is the greatest cartoon of all time? Now, growing up, I watched a ton of cartoons, and you watching this video, you probably watched a ton of cartoons growing up. Now, when I talk about cartoons, I'm going to be excluding anime from this question because anime, in my opinion, is very, very different from cartoons. I feel like it's its own thing, especially since I never watched a single piece of anime in my entire life. We're just gonna talk about just your cartoons, man. That's about it. Now I am gonna be including adult cartoons as well, so like South Park and Family Guy will be in, will be in the question. But in my opinion, the greatest cartoon to ever come out in human history, the greatest cartoon of all time, has to be for sure SpongeBob SquarePants. Now I know SpongeBob, okay, we all know what it is, and you guys probably thinking, really, SpongeBob? Like that's probably the most hype beast answer, and it's hype beast for a reason. SpongeBob, in my opinion, is the greatest cartoon of all time, and there's no cartoon even close. If you really think about it, every single person walking this planet right now, over the age of like 3 maybe, or even over the age of 2, knows what SpongeBob is or know what it is about. I've watched SpongeBob a lot growing up, and SpongeBob was kind of a big part of my childhood too. I watched a lot of Disney Channel and Cartoon Network as well, but Nickelodeon SpongeBob, I mean, it's classic. Everyone knows about SpongeBob. SpongeBob is probably the most iconic character in all of like television. Am I right, guys? Like that's not a hot take. If you really think about it, if SpongeBob is one of the most iconic character in cartoon, and if SpongeBob is the most iconic like show of all time, it for sure is the best cartoon of all time. It just makes sense. Because if you really think about it, SpongeBob is gonna be here probably for the rest of everyone's lives walking on this planet. SpongeBob, in my opinion, I don't know when it's gonna end. It's still new episodes to this day. Even though the creator, Stefan Hilberg, whatever his name is, did pass away, I think 2018. I remember I was at school too. It was like 11 o'clock at school. It was like a random day. And I just look at my phone and I see the SpongeBob creator pass away. That was sad, man. When he passed away, that was sad. But even then, SpongeBob is still popping to this day. Everyone still likes SpongeBob. Even as an adult, SpongeBob is still enjoyable. SpongeBob is one of those few cartoons that are enjoyable for everybody. Like legit, it don't matter how old you are, you will laugh and you will find somewhat enjoyment in SpongeBob. Even me as a 20-year-old, looking at SpongeBob nowadays, with me actually understanding some of the adult jokes in there, I do think that it is still a pretty funny show to watch here and there. Now, obviously, I don't watch SpongeBob all the time, okay? But when it comes on, like, for example, if I have, like, some nieces and nephews over, when they come and watch SpongeBob, yeah, I'm like, all right, that's cool, that's fine. I'd rather watch SpongeBob than damn, like, Paw Patrol or some garbage like that. I'd rather watch SpongeBob. So with SpongeBob being enjoyable for everybody, that, in my opinion, what makes it the GOAT conversation, or the best of all time, the best cartoon of all time, is because it's enjoyable for everybody. Everyone knows it. It's going to be around probably for millions and millions of years. And if you really think about it, if the aliens ever come to this world and like explode the world or something like that, if the world was to ever end, there'll probably be like some SpongeBob shit, like SpongeBob merch or SpongeBob, what is it called? Cosmetics? I think that's what it's called, right? It's like some SpongeBob, I guess, merch or whatever. Collectibles, I guess you would say. They'll probably be scattered around the earth. So aliens will probably know about SpongeBob if they ever come invade the earth. So that's why I think SpongeBob's the best. All right, it's the most popular shit of all time. Everybody knows about SpongeBob SquarePants. You can even argue SpongeBob being the best TV show of all time. You could argue that because I mean everyone knows it. Like who doesn't know SpongeBob in the year 2023? Over the age of, like, as I said, 3, 4, 5. It's impossible. With that in mind, I don't really know what other cartoons kind of compare with SpongeBob on that level. I don't think there's any cartoon in that level, if you were to ask me. I mean, I guess the only other cartoons there are, I mean, maybe, I guess, some Family Guy, I guess. I mean, that's the only thing I could really think about when it comes to cartoons. Obviously, there's, like, a lot of great cartoons, like Danny Phantom, Timmy, not Fairy Godparents, and just so much more, man. There's just so much more cartoons out there. But if you think about the most like nostalgic, most iconic, it's SpongeBob, man. So that's why SpongeBob is the greatest cartoon to ever exist and the greatest cartoon written to mankind. And even to this day, man, still new SpongeBob shit. There's a new game that came out, the Cosmic Shake. I never played it, or I didn't play it, so I know they came out though. So there's like a new game. And I think also as well, there's going to be another SpongeBob movie coming out. I think it's like the 4th or 5th movie. So as I said, SpongeBob is still popping, still iconic. Everyone knows about SpongeBob. And anybody, no matter how old you are, can find somewhat enjoyment in SpongeBob. I really believe that. Like, if you really sit down, you won't get bored of SpongeBob that easily. Now, sure, obviously, if you watch SpongeBob for hours and hours and hours, it probably will get boring, just like with everything else. But if you're just to watch like 1 or 2 episodes, it'll be enjoyable. You want to be thinking, damn, change is short, this shit's ass. Like let's all be honest. Who has ever sat down and said SpongeBob was ass or boring or it's garbage? Nobody. Like, come on, man. That's why it's the best of all time. Like, no one said that shit. With that being said, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys do, drop a like, subscribe for a brand new. It's been Daniel. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Later.